What's up, guys? Otaku Tacos back at it again with another review, and today we're gonna be reviewing episode 2 of Sweetness and Lightning. Let's do this shit. So we're picking up pretty much right where we left off, with Kotori asking Inuzuka if he would have dinner with him along with Sumigi, his daughter. To which he really doesn't respond. We really don't get an answer, right?
Yeah, in the beginning we don't get an answer, but
okay, so in the beginning of the okay.
So we're assuming that he kind of rejected her for a reason we kind of talked about in the last episode, you know.
Yeah.
But then but after that happens, we see him actually cooking his daughter breakfast. And she actually, even though she's halfway still freaking asleep, you know, she's really complimenting on his cooking, even though he really fucked that shit up. Like, the hot dogs were fucking burnt, the fucking eggs was burnt.
Wait, hold up, were they?
Yeah, the eggs were burnt, man. They were crispier than fuck. Did you see how she was tearing that shit up? She was like stretching that shit up. Did you?
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, dude, that shit was like, and the ham was so uncooked. She really like.
So that's why she yanked it.
Yeah, she yanked that whole ham out of that fucking shit.
I thought she just ate like that.
I mean, yeah. She probably does. You know, she's a fucking animal. She's a little girl, but she's an animal.
Well, okay, that makes sense. So he's pretty crappy at cooking. So I'm sure he will get better
someday. You know, maybe he just needs a little talking from what's his name, Chef Gordon. What the fuck are you doing? What all the fuck are you doing? I wouldn't wipe my ass with this ham. You know,
I asked for a ham, not a roast session.
God damn it. Well then,
So he's contemplating this throughout the episode, and he actually gets together with another teacher, one that's much older than him, a social studies teacher actually.
Yeah.
And he pretty much talks to him about the whole situation, whether he should accept Kotori's offer or not. To which the teacher pretty much says that he's saying that a lot of teachers don't really spend a lot of time outside of school with these students, but back in his time they would, and it pretty much means that it's not necessarily a bad thing if he does it.
Yeah, it's just kind of
do that.
It's just out of the norms.
Yeah,
right?
Teachers used to do that back in the day, according to this professor, but now not so much. But that doesn't mean that it would necessarily be a bad thing for them to hang out outside of school.
And then afterwards, so he gets this advice from the professor, Brock's uncle, apparently, and so he's walking down, then it switches to the next scene, he switched to the next scene. It's Kotori. She's eating some kind of, I want to say like un pan bimbo, like the whole loaf of something,
Yeah.
But if bimbo was Japanese.
It is like a huge, like a roll.
Yeah, like a giant ass yeast roll or some shit.
Roll, yeah.
Yeah, so she's eating that shit, right? And actually, that shit look hella good.
Anime food does not look hella good, though.
I know, right? Cool. That shit, Brock always made the best fucking shit.
Oh my god, dude. Don't even get me started with that. That's a topic for a different video.
But yeah, so she's eating this thing, right out of the package, right? And she's eating. And she got some little juice box and shit, looking cute as fuck. So then he walks up to her. He's like, "Hey," he actually surprises her. Really, she's eating. He surprises her. He's like, "Hey," she starts coughing up her bread or whatnot, and she's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And so he's like, "Hey, about what we were talking about the other day about the dinner. I've been thinking about it, and maybe we can work something out." So Kotori, obviously, this is something big for her, apparently. So she's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm down for that. And so he's like, but wait, I can't just go over there. You know, it's kind of rude. You know, if I just keep on going over there, you know, your mom's not present, or she's not down. If she's not down with this, you know, I don't want to get the cops called on me and shit like that. And well, he doesn't say that.
Oh my god! Well, they're just making a thing, just say whatever we think the other person's thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe or maybe not. I guess we'll never know.
We'll never fucking know. So he's like, so she's like, you know what? Damn straight, we'll do this shit. You know, my mom's gonna be there. She'll cook us like some lasagna or some shit. And so he's like, I'm down for that. I'm down for some Italian tonight. And so she's like, yeah. And so, you know, it switches over to the next scene, and it's I guess he finally picks up his daughter from school, and she shows him this drawing of she had drawn at school, drawing of the main thing that she introduced from the drawing was there was a hamburger patty, and on top was an egg. But then the dad catches on that, well, there's 3 people in that picture, you know, when it's usually just her and her dad. So he's like, hey, who's that third person? He's like, oh, that's Kotori. It's like, really? It's like, yeah. It's like, I really like my drawing. So he's like, okay, you know, if you really like this drawing, you know, put your name on it, you know, make it official. And so yeah, that's whenever he really decides. He's like, that's when I guess that was like the last. I don't want to say the last straw because it wasn't anything bad, but like the main push, you know, the thing that really hit the gear. So he's like, oh, you know what? So that's when he really decides that, you know, maybe we should just try over there. So they go over there, and by the time they open the door from the restaurant, and Kotori's like in a, you know, she's like bowed because she wants to apologize that her mom had a sudden you know, work call. You know, and it's gonna look like, you know, she you know, planned this ahead. You know, her mom wasn't really gonna be there, so, you know, she shows a letter and with a thumbprint, you know, to make that shit authentic. And, you know, and she's like, oh, well, so he decides, hey, well, you know, if your mom's not here, you know, it's probably better if me and my girl get going, because, you know, we don't want to get in trouble, you know, FBI, pedophile. So you know, he's about to walk out, and the little girl's like, hey, you know, why can't we just, you know, eat? And so Coach's like, yeah, y'all should stay and eat before y'all go, you know, at least for your trip. And the little girl's like, yeah, I'm down for that. But he's more like, I don't know, I really would, you know, he's really rethinking this. And so you know, his little girl, I think his little girl is really what always really pushes his final decision. So they end up staying. And they start cooking. From there, they start cooking and whatnot. But I think we'll let Al take the rest of this, the next scene. I think you probably cover this. You probably cover this one better.
Okay, give me that assist.
E.
Oh yeah. Well, so there's a few things that actually there's something that I really found really interesting, and I think I just like. It just suddenly hit me, like I just had an epiphany.
What's up?
I noticed you said, and the drawing that Inuzuka's daughter made. What's her name? Miss.
Kotori?
No, his daughter.
Oh, Sumigi.
Sumigi. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to learn her name. So Sumigi. So the daughter, the drawing that Sumigi made. Well, let me word that better. Inuzuka said to Sumigi, if you really like that drawing, put your name on it. There was a scene where Sumigi was waiting for the food, and she looked down under the table and noticed that there was Kotori's like she put her name.
Yeah, she had named
below
it.
The table, which makes me believe that Kotori really
she really likes
she really likes that place. Like she holds it very dear.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why she wants to maybe that's one of the reasons why she wants them to come.
Because she was also talking about the restaurant disappearing, so I think she's afraid that the one thing that she holds dear, she's gonna she's gonna lose it, you know.
Here's a suggestion: maybe as the story progresses, it's gonna be like an important part for them to make sure that this restaurant gets more and more clientele, more customers. Because from the looks of it, it looks like they're not getting any customers at all.
Yeah, I think she was talking about that. They didn't really get much customers.
So we might be able to see that in further episodes. But yeah, so and also we're okay. We're also introduced with other things that we did not know before. For example, Kotori was very hestant in helping Inuzuka cutting.
Yeah.
What was
the
it?
vegetables.
Cutting some vegetables.
I'm not sure what he was cutting, but
and then we realized, or she reveals that she's afraid of knives.
Yeah.
So maybe that has something to do with something that happened when she was younger. Because she's very hesitant to actually cook at all. Actually.
Yeah. I think it's maybe because her mom's like this expert cook, and she doesn't really know how to cook. She doesn't want to disappoint her parent or her mom. That I think she thinks that her mom has this high ass expectation for her as a cook. That if she cooks and whatever she cooks doesn't come out right, she doesn't want her mom to be disappointed in her.
And that's a valid observation. I'm sure anyone who would be in the same situation would think the same.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Afterwards, after they had their meal and they enjoyed it, Kotori pretty much knows that. Well, she assumes that Inuzuka will not want to come back again, or not want to come back as often. Because before they were even, they even started making any food, he said that it was just going to be for today. Like, they were just going to eat dinner for today.
And she was really bummed out that the day had ended practically.
Yeah. But something happened. Something happened that changed his mind.
Yeah.
And that something was that his daughter, Sumigi, really enjoyed his food. And she said that it was yummy. And as soon as she said that, he just had this sudden burst of happiness. Yeah. And I think that's the main thing that motivated him to keep coming.
Yeah, he saw his daughter's happiness is really what is really pulling him to do anything, I think.
And just by seeing that, we noticed what a great father he is to his daughter.
Yeah.
How he wants to be there for her and wants her to wants nothing but
the best
for her. So he agrees, and now this is going to become a thing for them to come, every so often to eat dinner with Kotori. Thank you guys for watching another review of Sweetness and Lightning. Like always, we'd like to know your thoughts on this episode. Make sure to smash that like button if you like what you saw, but most importantly,
eat your veggies, watch your hentai, because they'll bring you good health.
Otaku Tacos out.
Eat!